Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's Beer Reviews. Hope you're all doing well today. I have got a stout to review for you this evening. It is a brand new stout from Double Barreled, who are Reading-based craft brewers. I'm a big fan of theirs. And this is a brand new one from them. And it is called Stroop. And it is a caramel biscuit stout coming in at 6% ABV. Giveaway on the can is inspired by the famous Dutch Stroop waffle biscuit. If you've not had one of those, it is essentially a thin wafer biscuit with a kind of a thin layer of sticky caramel in the middle. They are absolutely delicious and go beautifully with a cup of coffee. So when I found out they were doing a stout version, I was very excited. And I was very lucky that the guys at Double Barreled sent me one, which is great. So thank you to them. What does it say? Caramel, cinnamon, indulgent. Keywords. It says rich, indulgent, full of sweet caramel and biscuit notes. A caramel biscuit stout which will transport you to a crisp walk along the Dutch Canal, enjoying a much loved Stroopy biscuit using dark sugars and specialty malts. We've created a delicious dessert stout that delivers on flavour, but without the usual bitterness of a dark beer. Okay. It sounds lovely. It sounds lovely, but I am a bit wary. I just don't want this being overly sweet. I want it to be caramelly. I want it to be biscuity. It says they're kind of cutting down on the sort of the roastiness or the bitterness of a dark beer, but personally, I want a bit of roastiness from my dark beers. Let's get it out into the glass. See what we get. Just looking for a bit of balance. Just looking for a bit of balance. It's all good being Stroop waffle inspired, but I still want it to be a beer, first and foremost. There it is in the glass. It is pretty dark indeed. I've got this chilled. I've had it out of the fridge now for quite a while. It's got the full of head on it. It's hanging around. There's a lovely sort of tan, milky, coffee looking head on it, which is in no rush to go anywhere. Let me stick my snout in. See what the aromas are telling us. And there's certainly caramel, but there is a biscuity aroma to it as well. Like a sweet biscuit, almost sort of a digestive type. It's not the strongest aroma. I thought it might be a little bit more sweet on the aroma, which I'm going to be honest is encouraging. Perhaps it's not going to be too overly sweet. Let's hope not. Should we get stuck in? Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's actually very, very well done. It's caramelly. It's biscuity. There is a slight kind of, I'm going to say savoury, but a biscuity malt characteristic to it as well that really balances out that caramel. And there is a subtle roastiness at the back end. And I'm kind of making a point of mentioning these things because I reviewed a Vault City Imperial Stout the other day, and it was meant to be a gingerbread coffee stout. And there was just no roastiness to it. There was no coffee aspect to it. It was just an overly sweet mess. This has balance. It is caramelly. There's kind of toffee notes. There's a little bit of chocolate. There's a bit of cinnamon, a bit of spice. It is sweet. It's certainly a dessert stout, but it's not overpowering. It's not palate-numbingly sweet. I say it's caramelly, wafer, cinnamon, quite creamy. A touch of sort of vanilla aspect to it. It's got quite a bit of body to it. I imagine there's kind of some oats that have probably gone into the malt bill on this one. It's quite thick. Really kind of coats the palate. That's quite enjoyable. I probably couldn't drink too much of it. I think one of these would be more than enough. There's the ingredients on this, if they got any. Yeah, contains malted barley, wheat, oats. Yeah. I'd say a lot else, to be honest. But yeah, there's a nice sort of creaminess to it. Nice body. Like I say, when I've had Stroop waffles, I've always thought they go well with a cup of coffee. And this is reminiscent of that. Stroop waffle with coffee. Because there is a very slight roasty finish to it that reminds you that you're drinking a stout. Because other than the actual finish itself, the only thing that reminds you that it's a stout is that the body, the thickness, the creaminess, and obviously the colour. But the caramel and the oats of the malt bill are definitely the two most defining characteristics of this beer. And then there's that slight sort of biscuity, waffle-like sort of flavour to it that just gives it a bit of balance. Excuse me. It's quite gassy. But I like it. I like the balance of it. Like I say, I reckon one would be enough. I think any more than that, you'd probably struggle. At least I would. But it's very drinkable. It's very nicely done. If you've got a sweet tooth, this is probably one for you. If you like your Stroop waffles, really do recommend it. If you like a nice sort of dessert stout, this is definitely one for you. I think it's very well done. So not the sort of thing I would drink a lot of, but it's very tasty. I like that. Very nice. I like that enough to give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. That's good quality. It's nicely brewed beer, that. Stroop from Double Barreled in Reading. Go check them out. I'll put a link to their website in the notes below. And yeah, if you want to grab a few cans and check out any of the other beers while you're at it, I highly recommend them. They're very, very good. And they are on form at the moment. So yeah, Stroop Double Barreled, 7 out of 10 for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I do appreciate it. Until my next one, you take care.